Okay, so this is a quick demonstration of my project for INS 740. I have a web services project running along with a small client. And the way it works is the client is going to create an XML package. I call it a package. It includes information about multiple documents. And there are a couple web services involved. Web services to provide index information for the client for drop-downs, to describe the documents, and it also provides a web service for uploading those documents as an entire XML package back up to the web service. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up the package, or my little client, I guess, to create the package. And we're going to create we're going to create a package of documents. So to do that, we're going to click on File here. Try to anyway. Create a new package. Give it a package name. Give it a customer. And we'll add a document. Now when this Add Document is clicked, web service was called on the web services server, which is also this computer, which populated these drop-downs. Don't bother. Fortunately, I cannot see my mouse when I'm doing this. So we'll just tab it out, I guess. So the web services are called by the client, which are returned in an XML format. And in doing so, I'm able to query out the different drop-downs that I need for each individual drop-down. It's all included in one XML. And so what I'm able to do is using LINQ and the descendant method, find all of the form types of, for example, form type or PFT, and then iterate over those and create my drop-downs. Now when the client wants to save this, you can go over here and click on Save. And we should hit a, I guess we're not hitting a breakpoint. It's okay. There we go, we hit the breakpoint. We can see here is the code I'm using to create the XML. It's very simple and easy to read. We're creating a new XML element called package with a customer name and a package name attribute. And then we create a documents element. And then in that documents element, we are looping over a custom object which contains documents, which contains many docs or document. And for each one, we're going to create a new element document. And for each element document, we're going to create all these sub-elements: claimant, PFT, form type, doctor, file name, etc. And it does that and then writes that to the file system. So if we go out here to our file system, we should see an XML file. Oops, I didn't want to open that in Explorer. Notepad. We can see our XML that we created. We have our package, our documents, and then two documents. And then in there we actually have this PDF data tag, which holds a lot of information because that's actually a string representation of the binary data for the PDF file. And we have two of those, and they take up quite a bit of space, but that's okay. So after we've created that, we can actually go back and we can open up that XML file again. Browse through it here. And we can watch it loading our data up. It's going to do it very similar to how we saved our data. We're going to query for the, an attribute, package name, basically under the root the root package, which is how our XML document starts, and then customer name. And then for each element under documents called a document, we're going to loop through that, and we're going to repopulate these custom objects that are created. So it does that with CLR data. Now finally, what we want to do is actually upload this package. Click on that. And we see here we're going to actually create the package or the XML the same way that we would when we save it, but this time what we're going to do is call web service. And there we go, we had a success. Now what that did, over here on our web services, down a little bit. Actually, it's not the fastest computer. What that did was we actually were able to receive a string over here in our upload package web service. And we were able to query it just like we were able to query it before. We were able to find a package name, customer name, and we're able to iterate over the documents. And we're actually able to save it to a local database. We can see that over here. You can see the data in the table. We should see 2 entries for the 2 documents that we just added. And we do. We see one for 10 and one for 11. And that is it. Thank you for listening.